Mic check, mic check. What up, what up, what's up? Stop the music. Start with background music. Let's start the show. All right, we got a new jersey today. All right, we got Sixers, number 6 on the Sixers. All right, you can try to guess who that is. Okay, so the reason why my shirt always messes up is because the screen that I'm looking at is backwards. So every time that I pull out the push, and then I'm like, what? And then it bugs me because I don't even like look at myself normally, but now I have to stare at myself because I have like a mirror right here, basically. It's very odd. Anyways, I see, I got Mello, I got Jace, and I got J10 Hoops Jacob. What up? Are you J10 because your last name is Tenenbaum? Is that where the 10 comes from? So that's pretty smart. All right, let me start by talking about the homework last night. Congratulations on setting the record for most people posting in a given day. I don't know what the record was before, but it sure as hell wasn't as many as we had posted. All right, now you've heard me beg everybody, plead with everybody, make everyone run and all this stuff. Nothing really worked until last night, and I've done it kind of before, but never to that extent. But dude, there was so much pushback. I had people writing me until like midnight. All right, until midnight, people were freaking out. All right, it's crazy, right? And all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to push us to a higher level, but I'm only doing that because I have to. There's no other way to do this. Look, I'm in a weird position where I'm gonna need you guys to act like you aren't, okay? In the future, I won't have to do that because I'll have good players. Sorry, maybe that'll be you. I don't know. All right, but I will have players that want it, that actually want it, rather than being tricked into it. And I know how I'm gonna create it, but it's just that to create it, I need good players. Which is so backwards because, oh my God, what I'm trying to create is 2 levels: good players and money players, players that will make us money, players that just want to have fun, players that do not want to do NBA level stuff. But in order to get that many people, we need players who are basically NBA players. Jeez, like that's what it will take. Because look what we have. We don't have 8 7th graders, 8 8th graders, 8 9th graders, 8 1st graders, 8 2nd graders. So when one of our coaches actually tries to bring his daughter in, he's like, oh, how many 2nd graders do we have? Oh, it's only like 3. Well, she can't play up. We would have had her if we had 8. But then other people will question me and they'll be like, do you have any 2nd graders? Do you have any 2nd graders? Do you have any 2nd graders? And like after 19 people over the course of 2 years ask me that, I'm like, well, we would if you joined. But they're like, I just don't want to be first. I don't want to be first. And it's like, okay. Then I guess, no, we don't have them yet. But if you join, we'll have more. I don't know what to tell you. And that's why they're not joining us, because we don't have any. So what kind of players would do that? Because if they do join, they have to play up. They have to play against 5th graders, 4th graders. They're not doing that crap. But great players would, or players that want to be great. And that's the weird mix that we have right now. We have players that are incapable trying to become capable, which is awesome to me. I love giving you guys that chance. I love looking you straight in the eye and saying, let's go for it. Sure. All right, because I believe in life, we're all like that to a certain extent. I believe even LeBron James is like, he can't actually catch Michael Jordan, but he'll try. All right, and maybe he has more of a chance to catch Michael Jordan than you do of making your high school team, but you should try. All right, and we're learning a very valuable lesson, a lesson that I don't even know if the best players in Colorado can do. They don't know the lesson. They aren't working hard. And that's the problem. So how can I get you guys to work hard? Just know that I'm giving you guys a chance. And I always compare it to Final Destination because it really seems like that to me, because we'll get some people going outside their shoes like last night. People were posting that have never posted before, and you could tell they have never worked a day in their life. You could tell because they were like, I'm doing it because I don't want to run. And when that happens, it becomes like Final Destination. I'll get some people working hard for like 3 months, 6 months. Oh, and I was like, that kid will never be good. That's what I said in my head. But I gave him a chance, and they went, he gave me a chance. A chance to be treated like I would treat Kobe Bryant if he were in our program. If Kobe Bryant were 6'7", dunking and not working at all, what should I say? Hey, work, buddy. You could be great, right? He doesn't want to work. Hey, come on. And he doesn't try. And I'm like, come on, dude. At some point, wouldn't you be like, dude, you could be like a millionaire. You got to try. Wouldn't you be harder on him? Of course, right? I treat like our lowest players like that, especially if they show some promise. If they show me that they're willing to work hard, I'll be like, maybe I can push him like I would push Kobe. But they don't want to hear that. And what happens to the great players when they start to work hard, finally, they become great. But what about the other players? The players who are lower, when they finally start to work hard and they don't see immediate results, they quit. But it's usually not quitting. Usually something happens. There's a reason why you can't work as many hours as Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry. There is a reason. And you'll find out that reason not during your first 3 months with us, not during the first 6 months maybe, if you can make it that far, but within the first year, definitely. And you'll be like, whoa, I can't put in 4 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day. I can't. Why not? And whatever your why is, that's why you're not going to make the NBA. We have a video like that. It's not I keep getting hurt. It's I didn't make the NBA because I keep getting hurt. It's not I had too much homework, which is very good excuse. But it's I can't make the NBA because I had too much homework. And that's okay. As long as you're okay with that sentence, then you should be okay with this. I didn't make the NBA because my mom wouldn't let me. That's okay. All right? You replace whatever your excuse is for not doing work with, and that's why I didn't make the NBA. So if you go down to the rec center and some hot girl's talking to you and you didn't work out, you didn't make the NBA because of the hot girl. You can't just say I didn't work out because of the hot girl. No, that equates. All right, that one workout multiplied by thousands equates to the NBA. All right, and you can't just say it's because you're short, but that could be a reason too. All right, but sooner or later it all catches up. All right, you can work as much as you want, but sooner or later, man, those people come crashing down. Sooner or later, we're just like, we'll see the kid and work out, then he will just be gone for 3 months. We're like, what happened? It's like, oh man, I had pneumonia. I had 12 straight flat tires. That's crazy, right? And that's why I call it Final Destination. Stuff will start adding up. You'll just like, your ankle will just explode. Your next door neighbor bully will just come over and just go, you're not going to basketball practice. Boom! And you'll be like, why me? All right? Because fate is working against you. And when fate works against you, what should you do? You should fight back. That's what I say. All right, but will you fight back? All right. Now we need some special people to help us get there, and that's you guys. So let's go ahead and get there. When we do get there, you guys have a chance right now to play at older level. You guys have a chance right now to be forced to do homework. Forced to do homework right now. After we get our 2-level teams, it stops. We'll have 2 levels. One level will be forced to do homework like you guys are now, forced to play up like you guys are now. And the other level will be easy. You won't be forced to do anything. We'll just make money off you. We'll give you as equal playing time. You won't be forced to do anything. And you will love it. I hope you don't, but you will. All right? So until we get to that point, though, you still have a chance. And what are you doing with that chance? How are you responding to that chance? Are you guys like happy about it? Ecstatic? Are you guys listening to me? Are you guys like fighting against it with all your heart? Like, I do not want to play against the big kids. Do not. No. Don't give me a chance to make the NBA, please. Stop yelling at me to run harder, to try harder. Stop it, coach. I just want you to be easy to me. Are you guys saying that? How are you guys speaking to yourselves? How do you want to be spoken to? Like you're Kobe or like you're special needs? I don't know. All right, let's figure this out and let's move on to the quote of the day. The quote of the day is learn from your mistakes. Yes, if you make a mistake, you got to learn from it. All right, that's the reason that we try to make mistakes, and that's the reason why when you guys don't go hard enough to make mistakes, I'm always like, Go harder. All right, and I know what's gonna happen, especially during the drills and stuff like that. You're gonna mess up more. It's okay, dude. Like during the games, I want like fewer mistakes, but during practice, do all the mistakes that you want. I mean, as long as you try not to make them, obviously. All right, but yeah, but once you make the mistakes, you got to learn from them. So you don't want to be repeating the same mistakes. Learn from the mistakes, go home and do it. And I told Jacob 3 hours for his homework because that's what a great player in his shoes would do. You have to just know that. And I know this because I've seen great players, but also, I can't even use the word great. I was that player. If you presented me with something that I couldn't do, I would go home or stay after school, and I would do it for about 3 straight hours. It could be in my room. I had a plush toy ball, not even a ball like this. It was like a ball like this, but it was like a plush toy. I played with the ball in my room on a 6-foot hoop, 5-foot hoop, I don't know, and I was like sweating like crazy. I would spend hours there. It's so ridiculous. I would dribble with it somehow. I play whole games with it in my mind. I go downstairs and I shoot on the with the real ball on the pipes. Probably why my shot sucks, but I would dribble forever, and it'd be like hours, but only if I couldn't do something. I would find something that I couldn't do very well, and I would do it. And if you saw me, you would probably think that I sucked, because I could do like, let's say 9 things, right? Very, very well. But the 10th thing that I couldn't do, that's the thing I would be practicing on. So you would come down and look at me in the garage probably and be like, that kid's the worst kid I've ever seen in basketball. No, I'm not doing the 9 cool things that I can do. I'm doing the 1 bad thing that I can't do. I'm doing it over and over, and I swear to you, I had no friends, by the way. That was one of my superpowers when I was growing up. No friends. I was a nerd, so just like stayed home. I didn't know. So all I did was like basketball in school and video games. So yeah, that was my life. But yeah, it'd be like 3 hours, and I know this. But I also I didn't have a bedtime, so like I could stay up. It's whatever. But I also didn't complain when I woke up in the morning and I was tired. I didn't care. I just was just a nice kid. So yeah, I didn't like get punished by my parents in any kind of way, but I was really, really good too. So that was another superpower of mine, was that I had a pretty good temperament. I didn't get freaked out, and I wanted to I don't know, I wanted to learn things that I didn't know. So try to improve that, and yeah, you see your mistakes and you want to learn from them. So make sure that you guys do that. All right, let's move on to our clinic stuff. All right, today's clinic, offensive skills. All right, and I might as well check to see if that's correct, because I've been wrong before. I'm pretty sure it's offensive. Yes, offensive skills. And we are at Rocky Top. It's a new school. This is the one day that we're not at STEM Lab. This is at Rocky Top. Don't go to the wrong place. I know somebody will, but don't you do it. All right, member events. Scroll down, click on skill clinics, look at them all, and I got shooting offensive skills right there. All right, and with offensive skills, we got establish a firm athletic base by staying low and using your strong hand pivot foot. All right, don't take a negative step while in a stance or when you begin to drive. This is gonna be like a song. When you begin to drive. All right, jab step to read the defender's feet and tendencies. All right, you got to jab, read them. All right, stay low while penetrating with a long first step and a longer first dribble. Create space between yourself and your defender. Change speed and direction to further elude the defense. Use screens to create an offensive flow. The screener is usually the open player. Cut to and from the basket to give your offense more options. Use the pick and roll to create mismatch problems for the defense. Have an arsenal of moves that you have practiced a great deal to use whenever you need to. Now, I promise you that we would scrimmage a lot, so get ready to play. All right, because we don't have games in the foreseeable future, probably until we come back from Taiwan. So we're gonna play a lot over these next couple of weeks. So heads up, we're gonna play a lot. So you have to know this stuff, study it on your own. We've already gone through it enough during the clinics. I'll test you guys on it in the end, but study this up on your own. So we're not going to hammer it into you. We will stop the games just to say one of these, but I want you guys to play a lot. All right, so heads up, we're going to be playing a lot, and use these things, especially as we add them throughout the practice. All right, so we might be skipping the drills and just be playing, but that's because you guys need some game work. So I do hear that. You guys do need to play. You guys need to practice these things. If you see one of these, like peekaboo screens to score, you can practice that on your own and post it. All right, if you guys want to do something like that, that's how you can get the drill work. But when we're at practice right now, we're going to be playing probably for the rest of the summer. All right, so we've gone through this stuff. We've explained it enough. You guys, if you guys wanted to know it, you just would be practicing it right now to know it. All right, what's the history of hoops like? Oh, talking about AIDS. Man, what a bummer of a show this is. It's all right. But yes, dude. All right. This was crazy. All right. Back in the early 90s and the 80s as well, AIDS was seen as like a death sentence. HIV was like a death sentence. And when Magic Johnson got it, it was crazy. All right. It was like he died. All right. There was an O.J. Simpson thing where he murdered someone, allegedly. And then there was like some players like Lynn Bias or Drazen Petrovic or Reggie Lewis that like died as basketball players. That was hard. Just like Kobe died, this was like that big to those of us, especially in LA at the time. And Magic Johnson he wasn't like the height of his career, but he was darn near at the height of his career. He was like one year off of an MVP. All right, and he got diagnosed with HIV. It was crazy. All right, and he stopped playing basketball, but then he did come back a few years later and play like a half a year or a whole year maybe. All right, and he was like the shining beacon of light in LA. And it's crazy to think of that 35 years later, if someone's watching me from the past and you're looking at this from 1991 and you're like, what happened to Magic? When did he die? I'm telling you guys, that dude's still alive and doing well because he's rich, and that's what happens when you're rich. They do a whole bunch of research and everything is like fixed somehow, but the moment was one of the craziest moments in history of like basketball history. There's a page in our challenge section, all right, that is called the History of Hoops. Make sure that you look through it, learn about the history of hoops, so you can like learn, so you can be even like more into basketball than you already are, but also so that you can want to be a part of that history so much. And that's why I think that's the biggest lesson from learning about history. It's not that we're doomed to repeat it, all that other stuff, but you don't want to repeat this, obviously. But no, it's not about that. It's about like having more and more pride in like your country and your sport or whatever. I think that history, that's what history does, is it gives you like patriotism and things like that. So start putting your imaginations into the history of basketball. Watch those videos. Most of them are very, very short, and you guys should like them. All right, let's get down to the brass tacks. We got some events coming up here. All right, sooner or later we will be adding all of these things. All right, Weston keeps asking me about boot camps in the morning. Man, I don't know, Wes. Are you really going to be doing those boot camps? If I start waking up at 5 in the morning again for you guys, it better be more than just 2 kids, man. That stuff was so hard. It was so hard. And I was like, why am I doing this when these kids are just gonna quit? Oh my God, what am I doing? But if it's like 10 kids, that's a lot better. We used to, we got up to about 6 to 8 kids. That were coming semi-regularly in California. But man, they were hard days. I did it for 6 straight years. Minus Sunday, I woke up at 5:15 every single day for 6 straight years for basketball players. that was insane. But we're gonna bring that stuff back. All right. Don't forget that today we are at a new school, Rocky Top Middle School. Tomorrow we're back at STEM Lab and STEM Lab. No games this weekend. All right, so make sure you guys come to play on these days. Moving on. Now, when you're out there and you got time, okay? You got time to do stuff. But well, we all do, and I'm one of these people, guys. I'm one of these people where I will sit there for a week and not fold my laundry. And I'm dreading, not maybe a week, maybe like 2 days, but still, it feels like a week. And I'm dreading to fold it. And I'm like, why? Why? It's just laying there on my floor. And then finally, I'll get the nerve to start doing it. It's done in 3 minutes. And like, why did I ever do that? I'll do it with anything actually too. But if it's something like a workout, something like maybe like work, like when I work on like websites and stuff like that, as soon as I start doing it, it becomes so easy. And then I'm like working on it for like 3 hours and I want to stay working on it. It's so strange. Don't forget that the mind is like that. And yeah, watch this video. Let me take myself off though, just so you don't have to see me. And then see me again. Watch it. The 2-minute rule is this. If you don't want to do something and you feel like, nah, I can't do this thing. This is going to take forever. Whether it be like taking out the trash, doing the laundry, doing homework, taking a shower, whatever it may be. If you're like, I don't want to do this thing, but you must do it, at least try to do it for 2 minutes. And what's going to happen is this. You don't have motivation. You want motivation. You're searching for motivation. Well, you know where motivation lies? If it was like a huge pot of gold of motivation, it lies in the actual act. So if you want to do it, and I found this out too from like doing work or whatever it may be. If you want to work out in the morning, just start it. Start it for 2 minutes. Just do that thing that you've been procrastinating on, whether it be homework or whatever, for 2 minutes. Shoot those shots for just 2 minutes. And at that point in time, it'll be easier to keep going than it would be to stop. At that point in time, your body just doesn't like change. That's the thing. It doesn't mind this particular act. It just doesn't like change. So once you start doing it, you're way more apt to just continue doing it and you actually enjoy it. And so that's the 2-minute rule. Use it. Apply it to your life. Use the 2-minute rule to make yourself better just by giving yourself a chance at the activity, and then you'll probably enjoy it a lot. That's some great advice. And here's the trivia for the day. Who's the only Most Improved Player Award winner to also win MVP? I was actually surprised about this. But yeah, I was like, I thought that there was a couple, but there's just one. Anyways, we'll get right back to that answer after these messages. So first person to put it down as an answer, you guys. All right.
My height projection was below 50%, and my chances of playing college ball were slim to none. That's when my dad found true height. After seeing the clean ingredients, he knew it would give me the best chances for success. I grew 4 inches in 2 years and got called up to varsity as a freshman. I want other kids to know that you can overcome whatever obstacles are in front of you, but it takes hard work and dedication. Question is, how bad do you want it?
And that's the answer. Yes. I got the answer right there from Jason. Jason's now tied 6-6. I just changed it right now. 6-6 now to 1 to Ramello. Never gonna forget Ramello. But yes, it is Giannis Antetokounmpo. No, Giannis Antetokounmpo. There you go. He was the only most improved player to win an MVP. That makes him like the hardest worker in NBA history. I think that's an honest thing because everyone else, every other MVP was like already like touted. Everyone knew about this guy, but to improve is like a hard thing to do, as you guys know. But to improve when you already have millions of dollars, that takes some integrity. Seriously. That's why I think that the most improved player award should never go out of style. Like that's actually a pretty amazing thing to do, is to keep improving once you're already paid. Like you're set for life basically if you play it right. That's crazy. Let's check the story of the day.
I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed.
The most famous Michael Jordan commercial, besides "Sometimes I Dream," that hit you know it. But yes, that was a Michael Jordan commercial talking about how all of his failures made him a success. I do think it's an amazing sentiment, and I think that is true. All right, you're gonna fail. It's gonna happen, but the thing is, you can't instantly forgive yourself. You must play along with the failure. You must expect consequences, because that's everyone around you playing along with the failure too. It's gonna take like your parents going, "What's wrong with you?" and your coach going, "Can you try?" and then your teammates going, "How come you failed us, son?" and then you going, "What's wrong with you?" in the mirror. All right, and then you just work harder and harder and harder and harder, and that makes you great. And although it's just a game, you must act like it's not just a game. It's a very weird combination of things, guys. You must pretend that it's not just a game while acting like it's just a game. And then through all that, you must do the work. All right? The pain you feel today is the strength to feel tomorrow. Let's check out our record-breaking time. All right? Where we had all the homework stuff taken care of by everybody, man. All right, let me see this. I want to see it on the main page. This is a lot of people, I said, right? So on the homework section, we got your cone, all right? We got your Chacones, we got your Westons right there, we got your Jeffs, which is Jace, all right? And then we're gonna keep going until we got the Teos. We got the Teos. Got the Anthony ball handling. That's Tony. Look at that. We got Jordan. That's my girl. All right. We got Monkey. Who's Monkey? Better not be a black kid. It is, it's my guy Zane. Zane. All right. Then I got Weston again. Amy would be Josh. Amala's his mom's name. Then Jacob's on here. Great job. And then Josiah's again. And this is yesterday's stuff. So Mello. We got Max Godfrey on here. We got Richie on here. I got Kieran and Declan Louth on here. Mason Falkenberg. All right, guys. Great job with all this stuff. Great job. Now let's see if we can keep it going. I don't know. I think I hopefully proved to some of you guys that that it's possible. That it's within the realm of reality. All right? And just because it might be his last day on the list, we got to make sure that we talk about this. All right? Because, yes, of course. We have our attendance leaders right here. All right? And yes, we got Rob Mello leading the way with 99.5. This guy, and then Teo right below him. You can't dismiss Teo. He's been there year after year after year. Like, he was the winner 2 years ago, but last year he was second place. This year, maybe second place again. Who knows? But he's in the lead every single time. Ian Salmon never really won the overall in a year. He was just always top three. That's how he got to the historical leader, right there. Where he's only got one of the only two to get past 1,000, but he got to 1333. Has anyone got to 2,000? Those is the question. And this one we have a new leader right here. After the birthdays, happy birthday to Shriman, to Chase, to Jacob. Happy birthday, guys. And then Rob Mello's birthday and Jethro's and Jaden's are while we're in Taiwan. But after that, we got our quest to 2,000. And we got Jace Dolph leading the way, at least for a second, because now, as I said, final destination, dude. He's out of town now. What? He's out of town. He's watching the show, though. But yeah, like right away, I gotta leave town. Next time he gets there, he'll be like, oh, broke my foot. Oh, final destination. Some people have the opposite way. If they're like, the fate is for them, fate is against them, fate's probably against you. Work anyways, but yeah, 78.4% possibility of making it. Let's see how high that you guys can get, because showing up is like, that's half the battle, but let's see if you guys can keep going beyond that. Don't forget, the quote of the day is learn from your mistakes. All right, we are here. Oh yeah, you're here right now, but you are leaving town soon, right? We'll see what happens. Okay, you guys are still in town. You haven't left yet, right? Okay. All right, well then we'll see you tonight. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Rocky Top Middle School, please We leave next week. Oh, next week. Okay. Oh, then you should only be missing like a couple of days. Oh, that's not that bad. It's not that bad. Don't tell fate that, though. Fate will come after you harder. All right. Talk to y'all later, man. Peace, everybody.